It's rapid but effective. We are about to give you the expedited version of what you need to know about Magic Kingdom before you go. So buckle up because we are going to be your efficiency dream come true today. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and I've got a really speedy video for you today that's going to cover everything you need to know about Magic Kingdom in 15 minutes or less, because I know you are busy people. That way you can easily watch this in one sitting, like during your lunch break or before you got to go pick up your kids from school. Now, if you're someone who's planning a Magic Kingdom trip, but you only have so much time to really study up on how to successfully pull off a substantial vacation like this, make sure to download our free Magic Kingdom Quick Guide by scanning the QR code you see on the screen now, or by heading to disneyfoodblog.com/Magic Kingdom right after this. Okay, there are 6 themed lands in Magic Kingdom for now. Magic Kingdom is made up of 6 highly immersive areas. There's Main Street USA at the front of the park, Adventureland when you veer off toward the left, Frontierland is right behind Adventureland. This area has quite the drama surrounding it lately, so hang tight and we'll fill you in. Fantasyland in the back of the park, Liberty Square between Fantasyland and Frontierland, and Tomorrowland when you veer off toward the right from Main Street USA. In 2024, those are all the lands you're going to need to worry about. But Disney has teased that there might be a 7th land built just beyond Frontierland in the future. While Disney has thrown out some ideas for this new land, like theming it around Coco or even the Disney villains, we still don't know any of the key details about it just yet, nor do we know when we should be expecting this land to be up and running for guests. But we're going to make sure to keep you filled in once we hear more about it. Next thing you need to know, Genie Plus is a good investment here. Disney Genie Plus is a premium line-skipping service ranging from $15 to $39 per person per day on your My Disney Experience app. It allows you to select the next available time to arrive at an attraction and enter the attraction's lightning lane, which is a much quicker queue line than the main standby line. While we don't always recommend purchasing Genie Plus for all Disney's theme parks, Magic Kingdom is one of the parks that we do like having lightning lane access for, and that's because Magic Kingdom offers up the most lightning lanes since it's the park with the most rides. Now, not every ride you come across in Magic Kingdom is going to have a lightning lane that you can grab on the Genie Plus list. Premium rides like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Tron Light Cycle Run have individual lightning lanes, meaning you'll have to pay for their line-skipping privileges in an a la carte fashion per person per ride through. Then there are the rides that don't use lightning lanes at all, like Astro Orbiter, Prince Charming Regal Carousel, People Mover, and the Walt Disney World Railroad. But don't worry, their wait times should still be pretty manageable. You can keep track of them on the My Disney Experience app through the wait time map. Okay, most Park Pass reservations are no longer required. Once upon a time, Park Pass reservations were required for guests who wanted to visit any of the Disney World theme parks. This was the second step you had to take after purchasing your tickets. But ever since January 9th, 2024, anyone who buys a regular date-based or standard ticket from Disney, either on its own or as part of a vacation package, no longer has to reserve their park visit in advance. That being said, select non-date-based ticket guests, including but not limited to Disney World annual pass holders and cast members, are still required to make Park Pass reservations. There are some exceptions for even those ticket holders, though, which you can read about on our Park Pass reservation page featured on the Disney Food Blog website. I'll go ahead and link it down in the description for you. Next thing to be aware of, showtimes can change. Magic Kingdom has a bunch of shows, and while many of them run all throughout the day, like the Enchanted Tiki Room and Carousel of Progress, the big ones like the Happily Ever After Nighttime Spectacular, the Festival of Fantasy Parade, and Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair stage show will only happen at select times throughout the day. The tricky thing is that these times are known to switch up based on the time of year or how busy things are or how long the park is open. So the showtimes guide I'm seeing today isn't necessarily going to be the showtimes guide you have on the day of your visit. The best way to make sure you know exactly when a show is going to happen is to check your My Disney Experience app at the start of the day. Updated showtimes can be accessed through the home screen. Just scroll down to the park hours and select the option that says today's showtimes. You can also find showtimes listed underneath the My Disney Experience attraction and shows tip board, and you can also join the DFB newsletter because we're going to tell you when we see showtimes change as well. Let's talk food next. Food options are pretty tame. While Magic Kingdom offers a few unique dining and snack options like what you'll find at Skipper Canteen in Adventureland or the Energy Bites kiosk in Tomorrowland, for the most part, the food here is pretty straightforward. Places like Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe and Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, Casey's Corner, and several other Magic Kingdom food locations will have options like burgers and tacos, hot dogs, etc. So while it may not be the most exciting food ever, you should still be able to easily find something for you and your kids to sit down and enjoy. Speaking of exciting dining options for kids, Magic Kingdom has some really awesome character dining table services you may want to make reservations for. Cinderella's Royal Table, quite possibly the most popular character meal in all of Disney World, for two big reasons. One, you get to dine in the Cinderella Castle, and two, an array of Disney princesses will come and visit your table while you're there. Guests can also meet Winnie the Pooh and other 100-acre wood pals at the beautiful, bright and airy buffet table service, the Crystal Palace, which may not take place inside Cinderella Castle, but still has an awesome view of it from those giant windows surrounding the dining room. And just across Fantasyland, Be Our Guest restaurant has occasional surprise appearances from the Beast himself. While you may not be able to fully interact with the Beast here, it's still fun to see this rare character pop in and welcome his guests while you dine inside his castle, after all, either in the ballroom, the Rose Gallery, or the West Wing. These character-driven restaurants can book up fast, but the earliest you can start making your dining reservation is 60 days from the first day of your Disney World trip. So mark your calendars, set those alarms, be ready to go log on to the My Disney Experience app or the Disney World website when the clock strikes 6 a.m. Eastern. Now, we've got tons of food recommendations for snacks and restaurants featured in our DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Dining, which you can find right now over on dfbstore.com. This guide is going to go way more in depth with what's available at each location around not just Magic Kingdom, but all of Disney World. So be sure to check it out when you get the chance, and don't forget to type in code YouTube for a discount on your total purchase. So heads up, the transportation and ticket center can be brutal. When you drive your own car to Animal Kingdom, Epcot, or Hollywood Studios, you're going to park in the parking lot and walk up to the front gate. Or you can take a tram up to the front gate if you're parked a little further out. But that is not the case with Magic Kingdom, my friends. When you drive to Magic Kingdom, you're not going to be parking at Magic Kingdom. You're going to be parking at the Transportation and Ticket Center, or the TTC. From the TTC, you can decide whether you want to ride the monorail or the ferry the rest of the way to Magic Kingdom. You can also walk there, but it's going to take you some time. So be sure to factor in extra travel time in the morning, since it's going to take you longer to reach the park than you might realize, no matter what transportation mode you take. This goes for if you're taking a non-Disney rideshare service or a Good Neighbor hotel bus too. These services are also only allowed to drop you off at the Transportation and Ticket Center. The only way you'll be able to arrive directly at the gates of Magic Kingdom without all the extra TTC transportation is if you're taking a Disney Resort bus, or you're staying at one of the Magic Kingdom resorts and you can easily travel over by monorail, boat, or foot, depending on the resort you choose. Or booking a minivan, which is Disney's own rideshare service that you can book directly through the Lyft app. Minivans tend to be a little more costly than regular rideshares, but they'll pick you up near the Magic Kingdom buses and you won't have to deal with all the transportation crowds at all. So the extra expense might be worth it to avoid that end of night headache. Keep in mind that Magic Kingdom transportation at the beginning and end of the day is no joke. The crowds will make you feel like cattle being rounded up for the pasture, and that's for both the TTC transportation and the resort bus transportation as well. Again, factor that extra transportation time into your schedule, but also don't be afraid to hang back in Magic Kingdom just a bit longer after the park officially closes. While the rides and attractions won't be taking any more guests, although you can get in line for a ride right up until 1 minute before the park closes, the Main Street USA shops will stay open for an extra 30 minutes or so, meaning you can wait for the thick of the crowds to get on their buses and boats and monorails, while you bypass the time chilling in the park near Cinderella Castle and making some last-minute purchases. Speaking of purchases, how about mobile checkout? A lot of people don't know about this, and it's going to save you a ton of time. At the more popular Magic Kingdom shops like Emporium, Star Traders, and Tomorrowland Launch Depot, you can use the merchandise mobile checkout option on your My Disney Experience app to skip over the physical merchandise line and check out your items virtually instead. To use this option, open the app and tap the plus symbol at the bottom of your screen. You should see an option there to shop in store. Select that and then choose which store you want to shop in. You'll use your phone to scan the barcodes of any of the merchandise that you want to buy. Once you're finished shopping, hit checkout to pay. After you've paid, you'll see a QR code pop up. All you have to do is show this to a cast member at the shop's door. They're going to scan the code to verify you've paid for your purchases, and then you'll be good to go. Now, you want to study up on those virtual queues. Currently, if you want to get on Tron Light Cycle Run, you won't just be able to stand in a regular line for it. The only way to get on Tron, again per the release of this video, will be through the free virtual queue system or by purchasing an individual lightning lane. Virtual queues open up daily at 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. on the My Disney Experience app, but they book up super fast, so you're going to want to make sure you're logged onto the app before those virtual queues go live. For the 7 a.m. virtual queue drop, you do not need to be inside Magic Kingdom to secure your boarding group spot, so you can still snag it from the comfort of your hotel bed. To score a boarding group during the 1 p.m. window, however, you and your group have to be inside, scanned into the Magic Kingdom park. The virtual queue setup is more than likely going to be what you can expect from Tiana's Bayou Adventure 2 when it opens up later this year. More on that in a bit, but we'll let you know if any of these rules happen to change once it gets closer to Tiana's opening date, whenever that might be. Have you been witnessing a trend throughout this video? The free My Disney Experience app will be your best friend for so many reasons during your visit, so make sure to download the app and familiarize yourself with it and all of its different functions before you are vacation bound. It's going to save you a ton of time. Now, while I know you're not necessarily planning on needing medicine while you're in Magic Kingdom, the unexpected can and often does happen, which is why it's good to know that there's both a first aid and baby care center that you can use when and if you need them. Whether it's a headache, a sunburn, heartburn, or another kind of non-emergency ailment, you can swing by first aid for free sample sizes of all kinds of common medication. And over at the baby care center, you can take your kids here if they need a place to relax away from the chaos of the parks. Inside, you'll find nursing rooms, changing tables, even bathrooms with kiddie-sized toilets. A nice respite when things get overwhelming for you and your kids. In Magic Kingdom, you'll find both First Aid and the Baby Care Center off Main Street, USA between Crystal Palace and Casey's Corner. So if you're traveling to Magic Kingdom in the near future, watch out for Frontierland, because it's pretty much a ghost town over there. Both Splash Mountain and Country Bear Jamboree are now closed, leaving you with just Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and Tom Sawyer Island when it comes to attractions. Country Bear Jamboree closed on January 27th and will reopen later this summer with an all-new act, where the bears will sing Disney songs in new styles like pop country, rockabilly, and bluegrass. Meanwhile, Splash Mountain closed last winter and is currently being remodeled into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So the log flume track will stay the same, but the story and animatronics will be completely different, themed around Disney's animated film The Princess and the Frog. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is now slated to open this summer, so things will start to look a little more lively over in Frontierland in the second half of the year. Okay, prepare in advance because you've got tons of meet and greet opportunities in Magic Kingdom. This is meeting the characters, and it gives you and your kids the chance to not only meet your favorite Disney pals, but to give them hugs and take pictures with them, and even have them sign your autograph books. In Magic Kingdom, some of the most well-known spots for character meets and greets include Mickey Mouse at the Town Square Theater, select princesses at Princess Fairy Tale Hall, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger at the Thoughtful Spot, aka outside the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh ride, daring Disney pals at Pete's Silly Sideshow and Storybook Circus. That's going to usually be Minnie and Daisy and Donald and Goofy, The Little Mermaid at Ariel's Grotto, and Mirabelle at Fairy Tale Garden. Oh, and don't forget about those character meals we talked about earlier, which are going to help you bypass the character queue lines altogether and bring the characters straight to you instead. I know, lots to choose from, and that's not even all of the characters you can potentially meet in Magic Kingdom. Be sure to check the My Disney Experience app for all the different character appearance times happening on the day of your visit, and note that some of these characters do have lightning lanes that you can book to meet them faster. Next, get ready for the seasonal parties. Toward the second half of the year, Magic Kingdom will host 2 special holiday events on select evenings: Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. No matter which party you choose to attend, the festivities typically start around 7 p.m. On the days that the parties happen, because they do happen over several months, Magic Kingdom will close early at 6 p.m. and guests at the party will be able to enter at 4 p.m. You will need a separate ticket apart from your regular theme park ticket in order to attend. attend. While one of the big appeals for these holiday parties is the lighter crowd levels for the rides, since only a limited number of tickets are sold for each event, the exclusive entertainment is going to be where it's at. Each holiday party has its own stage shows and parades and even fireworks. You'll also find a variety of rare character meet and greets spread around the park, like Jack and Sally, all 7 of the dwarfs together, the Disney villains, even Santa himself. During Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you can head to select spots around the park to trick or treat and fill up your bag with complimentary candy. And during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, you can pick up some complimentary cookies and cocoa. Now, we don't know yet when those seasonal party tickets are going to go on sale for 2024, but we are going to let you know just as soon as we do. What we can tell you is our prediction for when the holiday tickets will go on sale, just based off what we've seen happen in the past. In 2023, Not So Scary tickets went live on April 27th for those who already had a resort reservation, and May 2nd for everybody else. And in 2022, the tickets went on sale on May 12th for those with resort reservations and May 18th for everyone else. According to Plan Disney, and in our personal experience, these tickets pretty much always go on sale in the spring. So in late March or early April, start watching closely for announcements as to when you can snag your tickets. For Mickey's Very Merry, we saw those tickets go live last year on June 29th for Disney hotel guests and July 6th for everyone else. While in 2022, they released on June 30th for on-property guests and July 7th for off-property. So if history repeats itself, I'd say plan to see those Christmas tickets go live for 2024 around that same time frame, late June. But remember, we skimmed over it before, but because the park closes at 6 p.m. for these parties on the nights that they're happening, you also need to know when these parties are happening even if you're not going to them, because they could cut your Magic Kingdom day short without you knowing it otherwise. So if you're headed to Magic Kingdom in the fall or winter and you don't have a party ticket, make sure that the day you're choosing to go isn't a party day, because then the second half of your day in Magic Kingdom is going to be cut really short and you're not going to get a chance to see any fireworks. Okay, and that was Magic Kingdom for you at light speed. Remember, there's a lot of other extra stuff you should know about this park before you go, so be sure to check out our other more in-depth Magic Kingdom videos when you get the chance. We've ranked all the restaurants, we've ranked all the rides, we got everything for you. And don't forget to download our Magic Kingdom quick guide over at disneyfoodblog.com/Magic Kingdom for even more rapid-fire tips, tricks, and itineraries too. And because you are so busy and you have so much to do in such a short amount of time, keep an eye out for our other 15-minute park videos that are coming up soon. We've also got 15-minute videos for Cruise Line and Disneyland too. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.